Hi, welcome in everyone. I'm Joey, and this is Y6 101. We'll also be going into our slow flow today. And I wanted to just welcome you all in. If this is your first time ever taking a yoga class, or maybe just your first time at Yoga 6, I'm so excited to have you, and I'm so honored that you're having your first practice with me. This is very special, so welcome and thank you. A little bit about my first class ever was when I was about, I want to say 4 years old. My mother, I don't know if you guys remember Jane Fonda, my mother would watch her aerobics tapes, and it wasn't until the very end of the tape that Jane Fonda would do a yin or yoga cool down. And that's the only time that I would finally get up off the couch and join my mother to exercise. And I just loved the stretches. So that was my first introduction to yoga. So I just want to congratulate you all for making it off the couch and onto the yoga mat. This is a very exciting, fun thing to be able to do. I don't know if you guys are feeling a little anxious or a little nervous. There's no need for that, because I like to mention, above all, this is your practice. This is your safe space. This mat is your land. So whatever feels right in your body is the right answer, regardless of what everyone around you is doing, what I'm doing. Take your time, take your space, take what you need. If you just want to sit and observe what's going on, that's okay. If you want to take a child's pose, a down dog, or lie down in Shavasana, that's totally your call. This is your space, this is your practice and your time. So I'm just here to show you some options that we can do with this time. And along with that, I'd like to introduce you to some of these props that you might be unfamiliar with. Our yoga blocks, you should all have at least 2 of them. I have 3. I like to have 1 to sit on and 2 just in case. So I'm gonna have 1 at the top of my mat and 1 off to the side. I also have a yoga strap. And these all come in handy for a variety of reasons. I really like these blocks for alignment. It really helps me, instead of being flat on the mat and kind of slumping into myself, if I can sit up on a block, it not only keeps my hips above my knees, but it almost makes it impossible for me to slouch. It keeps my spine really straight. And that's exactly what it does in most poses. So when things might be a little bit off kilter, we just stick a block in there, and it really helps get your alignment so everything's balanced and not leaning off to one side. It also helps a lot in bringing the floor closer to you. So I'll explain as we go through every pose how we can use the blocks, but that's just a quick overview on how we'll probably use them today. And the same thing with the straps. Sometimes it just is an elongation of your body, an extension of my arms. So if I'm reaching for my toes, and I want to stretch and I want to keep my legs straight, but I can't really reach my toes, I can use this strap to really be able to not only reach the toes, but decide how far I want to be pulling myself to my toes. And like I said, discomfort is okay, but not pain. We back out of pain. So you come into these poses and you can find your edge, find what feels right in your body, and honor that. Always honor what is feeling good in your body. And of course, breathe. We always want to make sure we're breathing. Otherwise, we're not doing yoga. Yoga is all about our breath. So before we get started, is there any questions or concerns that you'd like to talk about before we start anything? No? Okay. I guess you could be nervous, you could be excited, you could be anxious. Like I said, this is your space, so we're just gonna have fun. It's all about enjoying yoga. Yoga is about going within and really finding what works for you, what is inside of each and every one of us. So always, always, always remember that this is your practice, and we're gonna just, to start, set up our props, keeping 1, like I said, at the top of the mat, 1 off to the side. If you have a block, you can remove that. If you have a bolster, you can keep that at the back of the mat for right now. I'm not really gonna cue too much for a bolster. Maybe at the end we can use it to put under our knees for Shavasana, under our head or under our back for support. Or what's nice too is if at any point the knees get uncomfortable, you can use these bolsters to pad the knees and make the mat a little bit softer for you. So that's up to you as well. But let's get started. And what we're gonna do is, to start, we're gonna come into our downward facing dog. So what that means is, let's plant our palms on the mat in front of us. We'll have our fingers spread really, really wide for support. And we're gonna send our hips up to the sky, grounding into the heels. So we wanna have our heels grounded as much as possible. If they don't reach the mat, that's okay. Legs are straight, spine is straight, tight core. Point the crown of the head between the palms of the hands and take a nice deep breath in and exhale, let it go. When you're ready, on an inhale, we're gonna send the right leg up to the sky, put a bend in that knee and step it through between the palms of the hands. We're gonna exhale, let that knee come down to the back knee to the mat for your low lunge. And we're gonna take, this is a great place for you to use a block. You can place your left hand on the block, and we're gonna lift the right hand up to the sky with an exhale. And inhale to bring it back down to touch the block. Exhale to come back up. Inhale to close the spine and come back down. One more time, exhale, open up. And we'll plant that palm back down on the mat. Remove that block. Both hands can come down to the mat. Tuck your back toe, and we're gonna lift up that back leg now, coming up, keeping that bend in the front knee so that the knee is in a straight line with your heel, and your back heel can come down to the mat. That back leg is straight. And we're gonna lift the right arm up overhead. The left arm comes down to the back knee for your exalted warrior. Look up at that top hand. Deep breath in. And we're gonna exhale to our warrior two. So our feet are grounded. The right foot's pointing forward. Left foot to the side. Left leg straight. Keep that bend in the front knee. Square your hips to the left. Arms come up to the sides in a T, and we just turn our head to look over our middle finger. Deep breath in. Exhale to cartwheel the hands down, back to the mat. Bring that back knee back down to the mat for our low lunge. You can push into that hip flexor if that feels good. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pivot on this back leg, and we're gonna bring the right foot back to meet the left and lift them both up. Maybe stack your feet on top of one another, and then straighten that right arm up to the sky for your side plank. Left hand planted all the way up to the right hand in a nice straight line. Deep breath in. Exhale to come forward. Plant your right palm, pivot onto both feet. Both feet can be hip width apart. Nice straight spine, tight core, full plank. Inhale. Exhale, send the hips back for your downward facing dog. Ground the heels, straighten the legs, tight core, straight spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And we're gonna send the left leg up to the sky, put a bend in that knee, step it through to your low lunge, let the right knee come down to the mat. You can take a breath to push into that knee into the hip flexor, pushing forward. If you like to have a block under the palm, you can place that under your right hand. We're gonna inhale. Exhale, open the chest, look up to the sky, and inhale to come back down. Again, exhale up, inhale down. One more time, exhale all the way up, open the chest, and inhale to plant that palm back on the mat. You can remove the block, and we have both palms down on the mat. If you want to push into that hip, that might feel really nice. Deep breath in. Exhale. Let's plant our back toe, lift the back heel, and again, we're coming up to our exalted warrior. Let the back foot ground down to the mat, pointing to the side. Keep a bend in that front knee. The left hand comes up now, the right hand comes to the back of the knee. Look up at that top hand. Inhale. Exhale, we're gonna open up to our warrior two. Now we're squaring our hips to the right. Back leg straight, keep that bend in the front knee. Look over the middle finger. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to your low lunge. Plant that back knee and really push into that hip flexor. And we're gonna plant our right palm nice and firm for support, and then bring the left foot back to meet the right. Maybe we can stack our heels on top of one another. And if that's enough, stay here, or you can lift the left arm up for your side plank. Maybe look up at that top hand. Inhale. Exhale to return back down now to our full plank. Crown of the head to the heels, nice straight line, tight core. Send the hips up for your down dog, ground into the heels, keep the legs straight, hips up, palms spread nice and wide. Deep breath in, exhale, let it go. And we're gonna start again. So let's lift the right leg up, bend that knee, step it through. Bring the left knee down. Inhale to come up to your knee. And we're gonna plant the back foot, lift up to your exalted warrior. Right hand up, left palm on the back of the knee. And we're coming back into our warrior two. Square your hips to the left, arms open, look over your middle finger. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, back knee down into your low lunge. And we're gonna step the right foot back to meet the left. Lift the right hand up, side plank. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms to your full plank and send the hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step it between your palms. Let the back knee come down. Deep breath in. Really push into that hip. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, come up to your exalted warrior. Plant your back foot. Keep that bend in the front knee. The left hand comes up. Exhale to warrior two. Square your hips to the right, open up your chest, look over the middle finger. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down to your low lunge. And we're gonna send the left foot back to meet the right. Left hand up to the sky, side plank. Exhale, come down to your full plank. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, send your hips up, down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Put a bend in that knee, step it through. Bring the left knee down, low lunge. Inhale to come up to your exalted warrior. Plant your back foot, lift your right hand up. Inhale. Exhale to your warrior two. Look over your middle finger. Deep breath in. Exhale to come back down to your low lunge. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Straighten your legs. Stack your heels, lift the right arm up, side plank. Inhale, exhale to full plank. Deep breath in, exhale, send your hips up to the sky, down dog. Take a breath here, let it go. Inhale, send the right leg up. Put a bend in that knee, step it through to your low lunge. The back knee comes down. Inhale, lift up. Exalted warrior, right hand up. Exhale to warrior two. Deep breath in. Exhale, back down, cartwheel your hands, low lunge. Step the right foot back, straighten your legs. Inhale, side plank. Exhale, plant the palms, full plank, pivot, back center to your mat. Inhale, exhale, send the hips up, down dog. Deep breath in, let it go. On an inhale, send the left leg up, put a bend in that knee. Let's step it through between the palms of the hands and bring your back knee down, low lunge. Inhale, plant your back foot, keep a bend in the front knee, lift it up, exalted warrior. Exhale, warrior two, hips to the right, arms out in a T. Deep breath in. Exhale to come down to your low lunge. Plant the weight into your right hand. Send your left foot back to the right. Maybe stack your heels. Inhale, lift the left hand up, side plank. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hand, pivot back to center, full plank. Inhale. Exhale, send the hips up, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Excellent job.